niggas can freeze. It's Mr. Mac the cool, inform you niggas of the rules. Come on. Hey, hey, hey. Your girl will blow me through the dishes, slap the asses in the home so you can give her kisses. Wait 1 sec, while I take some bets. Sock guap from suckers who think I won't break your neck. Take your check, make no threats. That's a simple and honest promise. Kill it every time, murder lies like coke fiends on it. You should have expected when Mr. Mac collected 4 other.
What it is, people. IGOD from the 9elements, and I'm sitting here with the one, the only, Mr. Mecca. What's good? The only
one that matters.
That's what it is. I wanted to speak to you about, you know what I mean, the recent mixtape you released. You released a mixtape called the Cover Run, where you pretty much you brought like new school, you infused new school energy into some of like classic joints like Electric Relaxation, Where My Homies, and of course Flavor in Your Ear. How did that project even come about?
Believe it or not, it's something that I had in mind to do for like a few years now. You know what I mean? I've been sitting on those. I mean, because those are the kind of records I bump when I get in the house, and I'm gonna keep it all the way 100 with you, man. Hip hop is so disappointing sometimes. You just want to hear something good. You know what I mean? You get tired of searching all the time. You just want to hear something good. So you go back to what you know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And these are records I've been sitting on. Like I got in my collection. I don't know about nobody else.
Yeah.
I definitely got these joints. So it was just an idea, something to do, just kind of remind people why we love those records so much. You know what I mean? Not to take anything away from people who are getting it in today, but I think a lot of times people think certain things are new because it's brand new to them.
Yeah.
And a lot of times people think that because this is all they know, this is all there is.
True.
So you just, you help them out. You know what I mean?
True.
Just help them out. Just bring back some dope shit.
Definitely.
Plain and simple.
All right. On said mixtape, you pretty much feature some of the best up and coming MCs that New York City has to offer. It seems one thing I've noticed about like the movement now, especially now in New York City, is that like a lot of the new MCs they like stick together, or at least are cool with each other to where they'll do shows together and whatnot. But it seems it's funny. It seems like the generation before, like the older cats, it seems like they're kind of reluctant to pass the baton off to the newer generation. I mean, I'm not gonna front. It's not like Nas or J.O., the new generation, anything. But what I'm saying is like they're willing to co-sign A.B. rapper from wherever else, and the way I feel, it's like damn, like a co-sign from like the best.
Either one of those guys just set our whole careers up.
Exactly, would just further New York hip hop. Period. Like people talk about New York hip hop being dead or whatever, and it's like,
yeah, I've heard that.
And it's like a cosign from any known New York cat would just go far. Why do you feel like, if I could get your opinion on that, why do you feel there's some reluctance in that passing of the baton?
I give you a couple reasons. Number one, I'm not even gonna front. The talent pool is shallow.
Okay.
You know what I mean? As difficult as that is to believe for somebody who's involved in it, I know for a fact that the people you see me with and the people I connect with are nice when it comes to rhymes. That being said, I don't connect with all that many people as compared to how many MCs there are. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I got legions of crew. You know what I mean? Like, I got tons of MC friends. Like everybody in that video is a friend of mine.
Yeah.
Straight up and down.
Okay.
All of them. Every last one of them, I throw their hands like these dudes are cool with me. You know what I'm saying? Like we ain't got no, it's different than we ain't got no problems. Just straight up and down, these are my homeboys. Like they're welcome to my house, we get on tracks, we see each other, we do shows together, like these are my niggas.
Yeah.
With that being said, the amount of MCs in New York City alone is ridiculous.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Way more. We, even with all my friends, probably make up less than 3%.
Yeah.
Of all the MCs. Probably less than that. I'm probably really putting a lot of gravy on this. Probably less than that. Probably like 1%. With all the dudes I know, it's probably like 1%. So I say all that to say, if I was Jay, if I was Nas, chances are they're gonna see a lot more of that other 99%. Then they will see the 1% that's actually getting it in, is actually nice, actually really dedicated to the craft, really trying to come up with dope songs. Like, we're few and far in between.
Yeah.
That's one reason they hesitant to pass the torch. Another reason is, I mean, New York is like, you know, because of that same reason, New York is like a bad word in a lot of people's mouths. We still eating a lot of backlash from the fact that from the times when we were hogging the scene so crazy, and when we didn't, when we disrespected a lot of other cities and made them feel like they was beneath or less, you know what I mean, than what we were, and we weren't trying to understand what they were doing. If it wasn't this, you wasn't doing shit. Now, to a certain extent, that attitude still has to maintain, because we got to keep standards in here somewhere.
Yeah.
Like, everybody got to step their game up, but we got to realize that it started here, so we had a head start on all these other cities.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When they caught on to hip hop, it wasn't exactly the newest thing to us.
True.
But the fact that they were so hungry to get their hands on it is something that we should be respecting. So, but yeah, New York is still like a bad word to a lot of people. Like we still get, really disrespected. A lot. Some people have like inferiority complexes about, you know what I'm saying, as far as New York and their city, which it shouldn't be. That's what we're dealing with. That's what we're dealing with. So people are reluctant to co-sign New York hip hop because of those two reasons. You know, the South blows up, the West blows up. Now they want to go worldwide and want to start bringing Euro beats over, and you know, I'm with whatever, but you gotta rep where you're from, baby. You know what I mean? Like you gotta rep the home team first. And from there we go everywhere with a New York walk. We show respect to the South with a New York walk. We show respect to the West with a New York walk. I got a track coming with Bishop Lamont right now. I don't have that problem. You know what I mean? Like, that's not me. But that's why I feel that happened.
All right. With that being said, how much do you feel in terms of New York being where it's at? How much of it has to do with the actual listener in New York? Because some people argue that, you know, the South is where it's at because they support their own, or Midwest is where they're at because they support their own. But you know, New York, we have the stigma of not necessarily supporting our own. So how much do you feel that the New York fan plays into? Like, how much of a part do they play?
80-90%. You know what I mean? It's 80-90% of the New York fan. But you got to understand, again, New York fans are not going to be the same as every place else. New York fans have been living with hip hop since the 70s. It's not the same thing for us. Not to mention, this is something I really want to stress on. Not to mention the fact that the independent scene in New York City can never be what it is in other cities. And I'll tell you why. When you talk about selling music out your trunk, or music out, you know, music out of a box, music on the corner, hustling it, that sounds great. It's not very realistic in New York.
Nah, definitely.
Because the industry is here. It lives here. You dig what I'm saying? Every major record label has an office here. But you think about that. So whereas you may be the man in your city, and not saying that that's, you know, small potatoes, but you the man in your city. I see Texas rappers can live being the man in their city. Like, I'm talking about not just survive. I'm talking about balling. Big cars, big jewelry, big game. You dig what I'm saying? They can be the man in their city. Out here, our independent acts, you selling music on the corner, we have to compete with other local MCs who happen to be people like Jay-Z, Nas, Jadakiss, Fat Joe. The list goes on and on. Most Def, Talib Kweli, these dudes on every corner. Busta Rhymes, these dudes are everywhere. So if you got the choice to go see a Mr. Mecca show over at SOBs, or the chance to go see J-Rock at Madison Square Garden, which line you gonna be in? Shit, I might want to push my show back so I can go see J-Rock at Madison Square. You dig what I'm saying?
I feel you.
With that said, it's not the same thing. The listener definitely plays a part, but I don't beef with our listeners because we come from the industry. Our listeners here have been trained to the point where it's like, if it's not on radio and it's not on video, it must not be worth nothing. That's what they've been made to believe. It's not true. But that's what we've been made to believe. And now they want something exotic. You know what I mean? When the industry is everywhere, every show's got a rapper in it, every party's got a rapper in it. you know, you can hear this shit bumping out of every barbershop and every place. Like, they want to hear something that they don't hear every day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?